Conquerors, Warriors, welcome in to another edition of the Front Seven Row Show. I'm Vince Ingram. I'm a superstar producer, big time Bijan Kelly.
Bling blow.
Let's say, look, bro, how you feeling, man?
A little under the weather, but I'll make it. How about you?
Um, I'm good. I'm good.
All right.
No complaints. No complaints. You
Cool.
you work today?
Yeah, I did.
Cool.
Yep,
That's right.
yep, yep. Oh, we got a I think I remember telling you like when I first started, um our like manager or supervisor quit like when I first started. So like this
Well,
whole time we haven't had one till this week. So
hmm.
this week we got a new manager.
Is it you?
No.
Oh,
Unfortunately, but he's real cool though. He's experienced. Um I like to see what direction he takes and everything, but um so far I think this is really going to be a fast track for me to just see what someone in that position would do because I feel like I'm actually capable of that position, and the
mm,
people around me have said the same thing.
mm,
Yeah,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
you know.
That's good. That's good. So you just kind of observe, see how he do things.
Right, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good plan. Sounds like a good plan. Listen, do you know Jamie Foxx is still living, correct?
Yeah, he is.
Okay. Okay.
He there was something, it didn't come from his mouth. He didn't make a video, but something about him being better, but people are oh, what the heck? Man, every time I look at the news, it's back and forth. Now I just looked at it and they're preparing for the worst apparently. But I just heard like some days ago that through the grapevine he was doing a lot better.
See, and that's why I'm asking you, man, and trying to get the real deal. This is what social media does
Yeah.
also.
Mm.
We don't know, we don't really know because people just putting things out there just to be doing it.
Yep.
I seen an RIP Jamie Foxx thing with some of his songs. You know what I mean?
Way too soon. Yeah, people are tripping.
People are tripping, man. People are tripping, and that's not cool.
Nah.
That's not cool at all. I'm real curious to know how the brother is doing. You
Yeah.
know, yeah. So
Same.
we just if you find out something, man, you let me know, and if I find out something, I'll let you know. Anybody else listening, if you find out, let us know what the
Mhm.
real deal is. What the real deal is,
Jamie
cause
Foxx.
right. You know what? Do you believe the whole thing, the Puff Daddy thing?
No, no, you were the first, and then I heard from one other source something about Puff, but like I don't believe it. No
Mm,
one knows. People like I said, like you said, social media. It's social
mm,
media.
right. Well, I don't know either, but I know it's not good, and we
Yeah, for it to be
it's
this long.
for it to be this long and trying to figure out what actually happened to the dude.
Right, right.
You
Yeah,
know.
we haven't heard anything. Yeah. Um his daughter or someone from the family posted about a month ago that he just had medical complications and that's pretty much all we got.
Mm.
Yeah.
But he's definitely still in the hospital and all that. I'm sure.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm sure. Um, I know you haven't been keeping up with the NBA finals, but I mean the NBA playoffs. But the Lakers are doing pretty good with 40-year-old LeBron James. Um, It's very surprising, but they are doing pretty good. They're actually leading the series against Golden State. Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
Okay, is it down to those two?
No, it's the playoffs, but I mean, nobody thought the Lakers would be able to beat Golden State. I definitely didn't.
Uh-oh, sounds like a lot of people were out there betting money on it.
And you know, the Lakers are beating the heck out of them
Dang.
at their house, at Golden State house. They beating the brakes off of them. So
How many games have they played against each other?
if the Lakers win one more, that's it. I
What do
think
they
it's
play,
four
5
to
times?
one. They play
Oh,
seven. It's the
7.
best of seven.
Best of 7.
So if the Lakers win one more, then that's it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
3 to 1. Yes, 3 to 1.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. I mean, hey, the Lakers got it.
They go to Golden State this week, this next game. So I don't see Steph and them losing that one. They would bring the series back 3-2. And then I'm thinking they go back to LA. The Lakers would have to win. I mean, Golden State would have to win back at the Lakers' house to tie the series.
So they got to oh, they've played 4 games. Okay, yeah.
They play 4 games. So if LeBron and them go to Golden State, go to Frisco and Oakland and win this next game, it's over.
It's over.
But if Steph and them, they'd be going home. If Steph and them go home and win, then it'd be 3-2.
And they got to win one
But
more
then Steph and
time.
them would have to go back to LA to play game 6.
So when they tie, which one of those teams moves forward?
They won't tie. It's the best of 7. So
Okay.
if Steph and them
Okay.
go back to LA and make it 3-3,
Okay.
I mean, if they go back to if they go back to LA, make it 3-3, they would be able to go back home and play game 7.
Golden State has to win 3 games to get out of this.
Right. They got to win the next 3. They can't lose no more.
I don't see this happening.
Golden State can't lose not one more game. It's over.
I just don't see that happening. But hey, I mean, crazier things have happened. But odds are,
I mean, it don't look good.
yeah.
Don't look good for the defending NBA champions.
No, it does not.
Don't look good at all. Yeah. So man, we just gonna do some. We're just gonna get into a few things, man. We're not gonna hang around long tonight. The lovely, how you doing? So yeah, we're just gonna talk about a few things actually that I sent you. I probably sent you 10, 15 videos on TikTok, man. My favorite girl, man, the eater. I sent you a couple of those.
Oh man.
She's now getting they're teasing her. Guys are coming on, and they doing what they call duet in her video. So she will be eating, and a guy will be next to her, like, "Dang, you nice. Dang, eat that chicken, girl. Eat that chicken. I want you so bad right now."
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And
It's funny in the worst way.
they're making fun of her now, man. And it's sad, but obviously she's getting paid for this. I seen her eat a big old thing of cookies, because people are sending her their products.
Yeah.
Because of her following. Sending her,
Right,
and
of course. They just, man, how they and they're promoting this. Now that's when you're literally sponsoring what would you call it? Not unhealthiness, but like
it's really suicide, BJ. It's really suicide, man.
Yeah.
Her addiction. Yeah. It's like,
yeah.
If she goes to the doctor, I'm sure the whole thing is going on, the diabetes, because she'll take a biscuit and she'll just pour honey on the biscuit and honey and hot sauce, and I mean, it's just
mix it.
I mean, she loves chicken, so when she eats chicken, like I said, in this she has a side of chicken, fried chicken. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
she loves hot sauce on the chicken. She loves ranch on the chicken. So she'll have a big glob of ranch and a big mountain glob of hot sauce, and she'll dip the chicken, you know, and everything is hot. Now she's incredible. Her fork game is incredible. The way she works the fork is
Her
absolutely
oh
amazing.
fork. I thought you said fart.
No, her fork, Fork. Her fork,
I was like, what is she doing?
her fork game is amazing, man. How she eats with that fork, and yeah, I mean spaghetti and fried fish, hamburger helper, cornbread, collard green, and chicken, a side of chicken, two big ass thighs, fried
There's
as
nothing
hard and
okay with that.
crispy as you
There's
can
nothing okay with
get
that.
it. And she just be I mean, man. I mean, come on, bro. Two sandwiches?
Now,
Two
now
sandwiches.
I eat two sandwiches, but she does this daily. Probably 3 times a day. You know, I would definitely eat two sandwiches that size, but I know she's about to do more with
I
that.
don't eat two sandwiches that size.
I would definitely do that, but it would be like one meal. It won't be 3 times in a day. How she yo peeling the crust off? Okay. I love a good turkey sandwich with tomato. Let me. Oh, I hope she don't eat that whole jar of pickles. What is that? Coke? Ah.
It's actually Coke Zero. That's what
Ooh.
she do. That's what she does too, right there. Her mannerism, and I mean how the food is just so amazing. Her facial expressions.
I don't see a facial expression. I see the same
You
face.
this is you watching one video, man. Most see that
Oh,
the
I saw
shaking
it.
of the head,
I saw it.
and how this
I
is the
saw it.
appreciation of how good this stuff is, and the eye rolling in the back
Yeah.
of the head, the whole
I see
nine
it.
yards, man. I mean,
Hmm.
she is good for.
Yeah.
See how
This.
she, yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
So
This
she's
right
just
here.
not eating
This
it.
right here.
Yeah, she's adding with her adding all that in makes people. I'm gonna send her. I can't wait to see it. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Um,
Right. Right.
so it's and she always have a big thing of either sweet tea, strawberry lemonade. It's sad, man, because I know she can't eat like that and live long. And
No. No way. How
do
old?
you
Uh huh.
do you know that her eating like that, her eating like that, if she has an insurance policy
Uh huh.
and they go back and look at this, they can deny
Uh huh.
her claim because they can say that's like
Oh.
suicide.
Right. Right.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
know that better than me. You know the insurance lick. You know what I mean?
I didn't consider that, but that makes sense. I just don't know the term of it, but I know that would be in the contract, whether it would be called disregard for life or negligence or something. But yeah, there's definitely gonna be something in a life insurance policy that you know uh, is frowns upon the way
Right.
she's
I
eating.
mean, you know her, the insurance people, man, they good at that stuff. So they
Uh
see
huh.
that, they're gonna be like, wait a minute, and she's on social media. All they gotta do is go back. Oh yeah, we don't have to pay. She killed herself with this.
Right.
Cause she
Right.
can't have no heart attack or nothing like that. Cause they gonna,
Mm-mm.
this is because the way she was killing her body. The
Ugh.
lovely said just pure gluttony. It's disgusting. X says, hey, X. She said, it is not worth it. She's too big, speaking from a big lady. Vincent, I'm surprised that does disgust me, cuz it disgusts me very much.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know if you've been watching the show, but I've said over and over. I mean, I don't click on her. I don't do that. But she comes across my feed, and I'm just like, man, they need to stop promoting her.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They need to stop
Diabetes,
promoting her,
heart
man.
disease, high blood pressure, kidney problems, all of that. And there's gonna if she is any bit vulnerable or talks to her audience about her life, there's eventually gonna be a video about her hospital visit or this or that. Like
Yeah.
there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like you said, this is if she continues eating like this, the way she eats,
Look at that
like
big ass plate of spaghetti and that big two big ass pieces of fried fish. And I know she got a big ass drink somewhere. Homeboy messing with her.
God, I hear it. That fish ain't fried hard. I don't know. I be trying to tell them. Yes, I fried this fish. Mm.
oh my gosh.
Tartar sauce and hot sauce.
He's stupid.
So don't play. Need you, baby.
Okay, she got the
Man, I
fork
want you, baby.
action. I see what you meant.
Big pretty ass. So big pretty ass. Got me a Sprite. And it's cold. I need you, baby. I want you. Eat it.
Hey, you don't pretend like
That's
you
what
trying to
them
take a
for.
bite.
Yeah.
Oh man. So there's a bunch of people remixing it.
There's a bunch of people jumping on, being funny with her. Guys.
Mm-mm.
One lady came on and she was saying how, y'all need to stop promoting her like what we be doing. Y'all need to stop promoting that. Hey sis, how you doing? Um, I'm glad to hear you. I talked to mom, say you doing good.
Hey,
My sis had a little procedure, man. She's doing good. Uh,
oh, surgery.
yeah, but she's good.
Hey, I'm glad to
Um,
hear it.
yeah, man. It's just it's sad, man. It's sad to see. I wish they would stop,
Yeah.
and but I'm pretty sure now, BJ, she probably getting paid for it. Something from one of these
Uh,
platforms.
you know,
TikTok.
TikTok TikTok does pay you, and then if she's eating other people's food, then for sure she's also getting that. But yeah, you do get paid off of views and things like that on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fish tonight. Y'all hear that? God. That fish ain't fried hard. I be trying to tell them. This fish. Got me a little tartar sauce and hot sauce.
Is she just reacting to him?
No, don't play looking so good at her
Yeah,
house.
she's reacting to him.
I need
Yeah.
you, baby.
Oh, she doesn't say anything.
Man, I want
Nah,
spaghetti.
she's laughing at old
I
buddy.
want you.
No, okay.
Yeah, she's laughing at old buddy. Did I see you on? She eating the cookies. I don't think I might have sent that one. She had
Uh,
like a big ass box of cookies,
mm,
a different assortment of cookies. Somebody had sent her to try, and she was just her and her husband just breaking the cookies. Try this one,
oh,
baby.
she
Try
has a
this.
husband.
She got somebody there. She
Oh,
be baby. You want something, baby? How yours taste? She got
how
somebody
yours
there.
taste?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So he be. I mean, he be
I don't
getting
got
up
that one.
cooking for her.
Wow. Yeah, I don't got that one.
KB said because she's so animated, that's why people tune in. I mean, that's why when she come across my thing. I mean, now the food looks amazing. When she cooks,
Hmm.
man, she have collard greens. She got cornbread on her plate, look like a cake. It looks so delicious.
But
And
she doesn't show her cooking. She just shows her
she
eating,
don't
right?
show her cooking. She just show her big plate, and she'll just say, this is what I got today. This is what I did today. And she go to eat, man.
Hmm.
And most of the times, it's always a side of chicken. I can't believe I ain't sent you one where she had a side of chicken cause most of her
I see
videos, she
one.
had a side of chicken. I
I
mean, she
see
got another
one.
whole plate for the chicken, and it looks amazing.
got a video, but it's side of chicken. It just looks like she was chicken that day. But I got this one right here. Hey y'all.
Yeah, that's her thing. Look what she do with this honey, man. That's just pure diabetes down there.
All the honey on one biscuit. I can tell.
Why you can't hear no sound?
Oh, there you go.
KFC.
All that honey.
I don't know about y'all, but I love honey on my biscuit.
She didn't even eat the biscuit. She just she's letting the honey just soak into it. She knows how she likes her food.
Look like she got macaroni and potato.
Dang. I guess she just likes mixing it all in her mouth. She don't even swallow one before she eats the other. She went to Wendy's just to get a lemonade for her home cooked food.
What you think about it, man?
Who is that homeboy? Leroy on the side. It good.
That's baby, man. That's baby. Baby always there.
It's good.
I love me a strawberry lemonade.
Me too. Actually, I like strawberry lemonade too.
Hell, I like it too, but I don't drink a lot of that crap.
She
laughing at me, man.
Man, she really does enjoy her food. It's just making her giddy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I can see how people watch her. It's wrong though because of what she's doing, but I could see how people watch her.
She's
like
very
you said,
entertaining.
She is, yeah. You know,
she's very entertaining, man. That's why I say her mannerisms, and I mean, I wish she could just find something else to do, but I guess she can't do nothing else where somebody will tune in and watch her, but eat.
Yeah.
But I just, like sis said, man, she's so animated. She is. She just, I mean, the eye roll in the back of the head is just, it's priceless, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
yeah, man.
It's wrong.
It is.
Wrong. It's wrong. I seen a video today, man, that said a guy would rather be celebrated than tolerated. Okay, a guy, and I thought I heard that, and I was like, they so true, man. A guy would rather be celebrated than tolerated, and I'm gonna tell you why. Why this is so true. Guys want respect.
Mm-hmm.
When you're being respected, you're being celebrated.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Toleration comes with, love and this and that and this and that. Meaning that a guy would rather be respected than loved.
I hear you. That's a good analogy, a simile right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, most guys, man, they don't, they want to love. Yeah, I want you to love me, but I demand you respect me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'll take the love, but I demand you're gonna respect me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That goes with celebration. Let me know you appreciate what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And so when I heard that, I was like, man, that makes so much sense, man. And that's really what it really is. A lot of people, a lot of guys that I'll talk to, they have that same thought process. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
None of them really says anything about being loved
Mm-mm.
by their women, by their kids, nothing. They want to be respected.
Yeah.
My grandfather
Yeah.
used to say, um, like many say, you might not like me, but you're gonna respect me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you like me, but you're gonna respect me.
I, I I think that's like a mission critical kind of thinking. Like, this needs to get done. I want to make sure this gets done. I don't really have time to care or think about what you, how you like it, what you think about it. I mean, what needs to get done needs to get done. I mean,
Right.
mission critical.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know how the ladies, I can't speak for the ladies. My sister watching. I know she got um, but I don't know if the ladies is vice versa, or, um, or if they the same way. They rather be
Oh,
respected than loved.
oh no. I don't know if it's, I don't know if it's most, if it's least, but I've definitely ran into those people that are like, I don't care if it gets done or not. You don't got to talk to me that way. I don't care if it gets done or not. I just want you to say something nice to me. I don't care if it gets done or not. Do you love me? Like,
Mm,
I definitely know people like that. But like you said, I think for men at least, I think most men that, my friends, most men I know, dad, cousins, associates, yep, it's respect over love. I don't hear
respect over
most
love.
men. I don't hear most men say
Right.
anything like that. Like, oh yeah, you know what? Forget how it's done. I mean, when you have kids, I guess it's a little different because you gain a little empathy, right? You gain a little, kind of
Mm,
softer bone where you're like, you understand that, the kid ain't perfect. On
hmm.
adults, you're probably a little harder, you know,
Right.
but on a kid, you
Well,
probably,
I only love kids and older people. I don't love people in the middle.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Kids and older people, man, I have a soft spot for kids and older because they harmless. A lot of them are helpless, and I would never walk by an older person being abused.
Mm-hmm,
Definitely would never walk by a kid being abused.
mm-hmm.
Um, and I'm, it's a difference between being abused and being disciplined. But I just couldn't stand by for that. I feel like anybody in the middle can take care of themselves, should be able to take care of themselves. Um, the lover said that's a motto she lived by. She says, I have enough love for both of us. I want to be honored and respected. KV said, I understand because if you're celebrated, others wish and hope the best for you. They support. If you're tolerated, then others don't care what becomes of you. They are just possibly feel obligated only. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I know that's the thing with men. They just want to be celebrated, man. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a damn if you like me. I've always been that way, man. I don't care who don't like me, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to know who you are. And if you know you're a good person and you got a good soul and a good spirit, people gonna not like you anyway because of that.
Right.
You ever heard somebody say, you think you all that?
Yeah.
You ever heard people say, man, he think he all that. A
It
man,
sounds
she
like
thinks she all
jealousy.
that. A
Yeah.
man, what it is that they think you that,
Right.
but they so envious they can't bring themselves to say, "Dang man, you all that."
There's one point when I was younger where I thought that when people said that, that was a clue to like look into myself and reflect
Mm,
on something that I must have said or done. But I could never come up with, a time or something where I was just not being, where I was just being so egotistical or like, oh, I'm the I'm the cream of the crop. Dang, did I freeze?
Back.
Did I freeze?
I thought I froze, buddy. I mean, I
I,
went completely out.
yeah, me too. Okay,
Let's just
so
keep rocking. I don't know.
yeah, but no, so when I was younger and
Mhm.
like there was this one girl that called me narcissistic, and then like, maybe I've heard someone say, "Oh, you think you're all that," or something along the lines of that. I used to
Right,
think that meant, "Oh, I got to look into myself, be self-reflective and like think about what I must have said or done to make them think that."
right.
But but then I'm thinking about it and I'm like, "Well, no, no, I wasn't being egotistical. I wasn't even talking about myself a lot. Wasn't this, wasn't that." So then it just kind of settled on like, well, why do they think that? And then and as I got older, I was just like, yeah, people like that. People oftentimes just say what they think,
That's it.
or whether you did something or not.
That's
They
it.
just say what they think just off the rip. Just
That's
like,
it. That's what they actually feel that way when they
yeah,
say you think you're all that. They really in the back of their mind be saying, "Damn, I wish I was like him."
they're comparing themselves.
They are. They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they are, man. So I learned that a long time ago, and I could care less. But with that being said, you're not gonna sit here and say anything to me in my face and think I'm gonna take it. That's where the respect come in, and that's where it comes into play. You don't have to like me, man. You know, but you gonna celebrate me because I got a good spirit. I'm a good man. I got a good heart. You know what I'm saying? Now you
Yeah.
may walk behind my back and say a few things. That's cool.
Yep.
No, you don't do it in front of me. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Yeah. It's and it's sad. It's really sad that you have people like that. But that's the world we live in.
Yeah, I definitely cut conversations short with people that I feel are just tolerating me. I've always had that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I've always had that kind of vibe on people where I'm like, you don't really, you don't really want me to be here. You don't really care what I'm saying, you know?
Right.
And I'm
Right.
like, I cut conversations with those people short.
Man, a lot of times you can get in relationships and people really don't, and this goes for men and women, really don't like that other person, or after they get to know them, they decide or they realize they really don't like that other person. They just tolerates them, right?
Right.
And what they possibly could like is the persona of what that person stands for. Like they can like something else about, they can like something about that person, but not really like him. Like I may like, man, you great at tech, man. You're awesome at tech. I really don't like your personality, but I keep you around because you awesome at this. Do you know how many relationships go through that right there, man?
Mm.
She
Yeah.
really don't like this dude,
Yeah.
but she like how he can provide.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep your ass around because you can provide. I really don't like you
Yeah.
at the end of the day. He
Yeah.
can say, man, I can't stand this. I really don't, I don't like this heifer, man. But she's she's great in bed. So I'm gonna just keep her around for that.
Mm.
I think that's so sad, man. People go through life that
And
way.
people feel that. Or people that, are self-aware, they instantly catch on to that. They're like,
Mhm.
you been treating me differently, or
Yeah,
this or that. Yeah, yeah. It's
yeah.
it's it's obvious.
You tell somebody don't like you the way they
Uh-huh.
handle it
Uh-huh.
sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You be trying to figure out what the hell wrong with this one? What's
Uh-huh.
wrong? What's the matter? And they just like, walk around, they always pissed and you say something, they snap it. They really
Uh-huh.
don't like you.
Yeah.
But they like something you bring in their world. So they just
Yeah.
kind of put up with you,
Mm-hmm.
which is not fair. At the end of the day, it's not fair that somebody holds on to somebody just because of one or two things they're good at or that brings them joy. But they really don't like that person as a person.
That kind of comes back. Well, it doesn't kind of. It goes all the way back to what you said about being celebrated versus being tolerated, being respected versus being loved.
Right.
It's that don't include me, don't have me around for no reason. uh Make me an asset.
Yeah.
Make it matter, make it important. Don't just don't just use me and abuse me,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's
Mm-hmm.
like, let's it's funny,
Mm-hmm.
men
Yeah.
are would you call that, hey, as much as women want to say men aren't,
Yeah.
this or aren't that, I would say that's pretty god dang romantic, sensual, what, in touch with, I don't know the word, but I'd say, that's what men are about. Men are about, hey, make this meaningful, you
Mm.
know? So
Right.
I mean, hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, when we talk about that, those type of things, and we talk about some of those other videos that I see all the time when you have these ladies that, and we've talked about this before, that are doing well for themselves, 80, 90, $100,000 a year ladies. Most of them want a 80, 90, 100,000 plus or more guy.
Mm-hmm.
They just want that guy. Most women, they want to, they get off on that power couple thing. So they feel as, if I'm making 100,000 a year and my dude is making 200,000 a year, we can't be stopped. And
Mm-hmm.
they get off on that.
Mm-hmm.
But what it turns into is a competitive tug of war with her, not necessarily with him, because if he is that kind of guy, what ladies don't realize is that you can never compete. You can never go as hard as what he do, because he's just not built that way physically. You dig what I'm saying?
I dig.
A lot of people ain't gonna get this, but those type of women, they're really not compatible with those type of guys. They butt heads at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because the ladies want to prove that what you can do, I can do better.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just where she stands, being great at what she's doing, because he's continued to strive. She wants to continue to strive to keep up with him, when you shouldn't want to keep up, because as long as he's striving, y'all are striving. You feel me?
uh, you said power couple, right?
Yeah.
What is the key thing to a battery? A battery is power, right? But what's the key thing about it? What's on one end and what's on the other end?
Negative and a
A
positive.
negative and a positive.
Right.
You need that.
Right.
You need those opposites. So if you both are fighting to both be the positive or both be the negative or whatever, like, yeah, I mean, there's that competition, and you're never going to be equal or really, it's gonna something, boom,
And
explosion, something.
this is the point. It's really not, realistic to think that you can battle a guy that's on that side of the spectrum. A guy that's doing mid six figures or up. Most of those guys, they're working in their gift,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as they keep themselves in shape and together and whatever, and have the physical capacity to keep going, you can never keep up with him. You just can't. So what they should do when they're, when you're a lady and you're doing 90, 100 grand a year, you should just, of course, keep striving, but don't try to keep up with this guy.
Yeah, men have the I can do this all day type of reserve. Women have a lot of other things that naturally come into play. I mean, kids, I mean
Mhm.
menopause, I mean periods, I mean naturally all of these things come into play that limit how much, they can do in that vertical of what men do. Men got that. I could do this all day. I could be out here in the field all day, no distractions, as long as I stay fit, as long as I stay well fed.
You're just physically incapable. And no disrespect to any ladies, man, because the ladies are phenomenal. But what I'm saying, my only thing is that when they want to do this power couple thing, the only way that it can work is if you not try to keep running this race with him, with this guy. I'm telling you, man. I don't know, BJ.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you froze. I don't know many ladies can keep up with the bobbing and weaving that I do.
Right.
With the going being on the go all the time.
Right.
You're the going to bed late, getting up early guy. You know what I'm saying?
Not with you.
Not with me, but I
Yeah.
know a lot of ladies. I know a lot of ladies who can do a lot of things I can't do.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Separately.
And so I don't want to be misunderstood, man. I just think this is what it is. If everybody know their role, it's just like being on a football team. The coach would always tell you, if everybody do their job, we can't lose.
Yep.
So you can be this power couple, but you have to play your role, allow me to play my role, and then we can't lose.
It's got to be a
But when
negative
you
and a
start
positive.
trying to play my role, that's when the problem come into play.
Right.
Most guys in that sense, in that situation, they're not going to try to play the ladies' role because they know they
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
Like you said, that's why the ladies have a whole bunch of other stuff that they do that men can't keep up with them at.
Yeah. I mean, let's think about really quick. It's simple math to me. Just the way men are born, just the way women are born. Naturally, men don't have a certain phases that women have throughout their lives. So men have more time, more energy to spend on certain things, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Um Also, men aren't equipped with the things that women are equipped with. And so you need a man and a woman to have a child because of those differences, right?
Right.
Uh Bringing this into like relationships, um if both of you are men, you can't have a kid. If both of you are women, you can't have a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about dating. If both of you are doing the same thing, you can't be successful. You gotta split it up, right? You have to.
Well, the only way you can be successful, like I said, is if everybody knows their role.
And that's kind of what I mean. Like you can't have the same exact role.
No, you
Like
can't.
you
You
can't
can't.
both be these corporate powerhouses. And I'm just relating that to like being a man and a man, not saying anything else, but I'm just saying like you can't have these corporate powerhouses like CEO Stacy and CEO John, and they're just gonna come together and
It
have
won't
a
work.
happy family
No,
and
that
and
won't
all
work.
that. No, they're just gonna have good careers separately and a lot of money. Probably no kids.
Probably kids they don't never see. Both of them will be cheating because nobody's getting special attention.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? We're saying what we're saying, and I'm saying what I'm saying. Trying not to be misunderstood, but a lot of these ladies, man, they want that type of thing. And like I said, unless you know how to play your role, it will never work. They are more compatible. Those ladies are more compatible with the 40, 50, $60,000 a year guys. They just are. But what happens with that is they don't really want them because they so much financially less than them that it's hard for the lady to respect them. So if you have a lady that's making $160,000 a year, she meet a guy that's making $40,000. he can come in and do the sexual favors and stuff like that. She's not really gonna appreciate him as a man. That's where the problem falls into play. That's why he goes out and gets the girl that works in the mail room, or the girl that works as a security guard, or the girl that works, at the post office. Somebody's just on a similar level than him, because she's gonna make him feel like a man. But they're actually more compatible with that guy. They just got to treat him like a man, not like a boy. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I think they're just more compatible with that guy versus the guy that's making as much or 2 times more, because she's gonna be trying to bump heads with him.
Yeah, I call it fill in the gaps. It's like puzzle pieces.
Beloved said you can't have it all. Someone or something will always pay the price. Xavier said a power couple could be a school teacher and a financial analyst. And see, something like that, I think the most successful couples are the ones who are in the $40,000-$50,000 range each. He may make 57, she makes 50. Those are the more successful, to me, marriages and relationships. KB says, so what about couples that work in the same field? Can't there be a little healthy competition, but at home maintain her? No, there don't need to be any competition. You shouldn't have no competition with your dude. None. No competition, period, is healthy with your dude.
Nothing on a major way. Like game night competition is something so small and playful.
Playful like that, but not when real money's involved. No.
Career competition is different.
It's very different. No, that's no, not at all. Not at all.
Like you have daily bills, money coming in from both sides, and you want to throw in competition in that. It's that's throwing competition into something that can already be stressful.
Exactly. KB just used this example. I'm going to break this down to her. She said examples: real estate couples competition on who can sell more in a given month or gets biggest commission. Let me tell you why that won't work. Because if that lady sells more in a month and gets the bigger commission, she's going to gloat. And even if she does it playfully, she's going to gloat. She's going to throw it in his face. And if she does it month after month after month after month, that dude is going to start really getting in his feelings. Now, on that end, I think women could probably handle that better. But I don't think the man would gloat as much as the woman, as the lady.
I don't know. I think they may evenly gloat. Personally, I do. But I think if one person wins more than the other, then naturally, that relationship isn't gonna. It's gonna be some rocky water. Like if they both went back and forth winning every month, you win, I win, you win, I win, which is not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
Then maybe it would work. But if she wins 6 months in a row,
and she said, I got another one, I got another one. He gonna be looking like, man, who you think you are, man? It's gonna turn from playful, healthy competition to he's gonna get, damn, man, all right, damn,
yeah,
all right.
And that could happen in a Monopoly game, but at least the Monopoly game, you could snap out of it and say, hey,
you can close it up and go home.
Yeah.
This right here, you taking that with you, man.
Yeah.
Nothing's healthy about competing with your spouse. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, Lovely said that should never be a competition with your male. Never. Kavana, do we smell misogyny? Oh man. I mean,
I do want to say, yeah.
Go ahead, buddy.
I do want to say this, like, with the metaphor I made earlier. I'm just gonna throw out some more examples to kind of explain what I'm saying, and Vince, let me know if you agree. But I could see like a male bodybuilder and a female bodybuilder. Okay, they both work out, but they're not competitive, and they when they're at home, have different roles. They're not competing. They actually complement each other. Okay, I could see that being a successful relationship, kids, family, all of that. What I couldn't see is if you have two teachers and they work in the same, just whatever. They're teachers. They don't have to have the same subject. They're both teachers, competitive salaries. Um, and when they come home, they're trying to do the exact same thing. Instead of the wife, focusing on the home or the husband focusing on work, you got both of them focusing on work, or both of them trying to focus on the home, or like, things will fall out of balance. There's going to be something that isn't covered because in a home, in a relationship, there's I think there's things that need to be covered, or else it's gonna fail. There's no good foundation, you know. I mean, that. What do you think? Like,
I think there's no way you can take your job home. If you're both doing the same job and you bring it home, if you're both doing the same job, it's gonna come home.
yeah,
You can't. There's no way that you can leave work, especially if you on a higher spectrum of salary. You're gonna bring your job. You're gonna bring work home with you. You're gonna bring it home with you, and you're gonna talk about it because you know some of the same people, you know some of the same procedures and different things like that. And it's just gonna be something that you bring with you. And I just think that um, when you get off into competitive roles, there's gonna be a lot of disagreement because one gonna think I can do you need to be you gets off into telling you need to be doing this and you need to be doing that.
mm-hmm.
And then that person that you're telling it to gonna be saying, don't think you tell me what to do just because you sold the most houses the last 2 months.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I've been doing this 2 years longer than you. Don't think you better than me. You get off into that type of thing right there. You know what I'm saying? It's just, man, it's just if you have that type of guy, and most guys that's doing well, that whole alpha thing and sigma thing, you can't have two lions butting heads.
No.
It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work, man. It's just no particular situation at all. That's why I say I think you're better or your more successful relationships are when both are doing mid to high 40s or 50s. They come together, y'all about 100K between both of you.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's playing with an ego. They know they're just going to work and doing their job and coming home, and
They know what it is.
they know
If
what it
if you
is.
had an ego about 60,000, bring it home. There's something wrong with your perspective of the world. You
Yeah,
got to get out there and learn a bit more.
right.
But it's easy to have an ego when you come home, you make 300,000 a year, and your wife or your husband makes 60,000. It's
You don't
very
have an
easy to
ego.
very
You don't
easy
have
to
an ego.
have an ego.
You,
You'll come home and be like telling people to do things. You do
right.
this, you do that.
Yeah. Yeah. If you make 200,000 a year and he makes 70, then you're going to be the shot caller.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to say, hey, we need to put another room on the back of the house.
Mm-hmm.
He can't come in and say, well, I don't want to put another room on the back of the house right now. Let's do the driveway first.
You'll take that as an insult.
Hell yeah, she will. What? No, we're gonna put this room on first, then we'll do the driveway. She ain't gonna say, because I'm paying for most of it.
Mm-hmm.
But that goes with it.
Yeah, I mean, he might try and push his luck and say, "Well, why do we have to do the room first?" And there might just be some silence right there because she can't say what she wants to say. There might, well, in her head, she's already done the math. I make almost 3 times as much as him. How hard? It's going to be difficult not to at least do that number. If you know you make more, you're gonna do that number. You're
Yeah,
going to.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just human nature, man. It's just human nature. And like I said, you can have the hardest working guy, and I mean, you can be a engineer where you sitting down at the job all day, but you know you're being paid 200,000 a year, and your guy can work at UPS doing 70, 80,000 a year. He's on his feet all day. He's in the heat all day.
Mm.
He's up and down stairs. He's, he's being chased by dogs. I mean, he's just real. His job is real physical. And he come home and he takes his shoes off and his feet is all, bothered and hurt after you get out the shower. She's not massaging his feet, man. She's not massaging she's not doing any of that.
Yeah.
Because you make 80 and I make 200, her thing is gonna be, you need to be massaging my feet.
Yeah, and that's that thing where they're kind of competing, right? Because they both feel like they should be not pampered, but they both feel like they've come home and done a lot
Pampered
of
is a
work.
good word.
Pampered?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just a realistic word, man.
Okay.
And that's
Like,
when
I
he
just did all
will.
this work for you. I just did all this work for you.
That's there you go. There
Yeah.
you go. Is that, that's what you'll run into.
Yeah.
And
And
so
it'd be different if it was different types of work because then you wouldn't feel slighted. If someone is coming home complaining about this very similar thing that you're complaining about, you're gonna be like, well, human nature. You're gonna be like, well, I'm kind of thinking about how I'm hurting.
yeah.
But if it's something completely different, then y'all might go, okay, well, I help you when you help me. You know, you know, your hands hurt and my feet hurt. Okay, cool. But both
So
of our
what do we
feet hurt.
do? What do we do? I mean, because he's still gonna feel like I'm the man of the house. And I mean, she's gonna, I make 200,000 a year, so I'm turning my back. I'm going to sleep.
Mm.
It's rocky, man. I
They're
know
different
it's
roles.
ugly. It's
They're
ugly,
different
man.
roles.
It's ugly. Yeah, it's ugly. Xavier said, Vince Ingram, have you ever thought that some men don't have that leader quality? He's not a go-getter. He's used to his mama doing all the man stuff, even though the dad was the breadwinner.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot of dead. It's a lot of guys out there like that. It's a lot of guys out there like that. That's what we're talking about. The difference between guys, certain ladies, that's what we're talking about now. Is that, those guys who go out and get it every day. And like I said, UPS, I'm just using those as an example. Those guys go get it.
Yeah.
They go get it, man. They go get up every day and they go get it, man. But they 70 grand, 75, 80 grand guys, which is great. Versus, a $200,000 engineer as a lady. You know what I'm saying? The seesaw kind of on that part, and it's rare, man. If you could find a lady who is in that role and still, when this guy comes home, feel like he's her whole existence. And baby, I know your feet hurt and this and that, and sit down, put your feet up and this and that, because I know you worked hard and this and that. That'd be great.
Right.
I don't know if they exist. I'm sure they exist.
I'm sure
But
they exist.
that'll be great, man. I mean, that would be great. But I think it's rare. Um,
It's a balance. It's a balance. I mean, if
Cause let me ask you this: what can he do for her? She can't do for herself. What do you think he can do for her? She can't do for herself.
let's see. So if she's providing, and he's not the one providing, so
Well, they
then
both providing, but she makes so much
she's
more
providing
that
more.
right as
Okay.
far as the money part.
Okay, they're both providing, she's providing more. So she's effectively taken the role that he naturally would have taken. Okay, so now he has to try and assume another role. If he does that, he may try to assume the role of taking care of the household, or doing all of the appointments with his doctors and taking care of the children and stuff. I mean, if he does that, if he chooses to do that, but he may see himself as just an equal provider and go, well, no, you need to do that, and
That's
I
what he's going
provide.
to do. Most guys they don't care about the money, but the ladies do. Most guys they don't care. They're gonna feel like I'm your equal, and you still gonna get in there and cook, and you gonna get in there and take care of the kids. I'll do some of it, but you gonna do most of it because you better at it than I am. You're a better cook. You're a better homemaker, and you better with the kids. He's gonna expect that. And then that's when the friction is gonna come into play. You know what I'm saying? That's when the friction gonna come into play. Because I mean, who's to say she don't have a valid point? I go to work and I may not be as physically beat up as you, but my mind, my mental psyche is stressed out from dealing with the numbers and stuff that I'm dealing with all day.
I think it would be a beautiful thing if that just naturally fell into place. Like, let's say those roles flipped and he happily accepted the role of house husband. But I feel like that's, life, it just ain't as rosy as
See,
that.
this is the problem with that. See, it's a lot of issues, man, with the problem. Let's say he say, I'm throwing in the white flag, you make the most money, I'm gonna do stuff around the house, I'm gonna do this, he consumes the house husband thing, like you say. Man, she gonna have so little respect for him that it ain't funny.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. She's not gonna respect him as much. I don't care how much he washing clothes and cooking and this and that. He's gonna be sitting at the kiddie table when the big table is too crowded. You know what I mean?
Because she's definitely going, as soon as a guy comes through, that can provide more than she can. I mean, she can do everything that house husband is doing. I mean, hey, she may just decide, thank you for your time, sir. Here's your retirement card.
That's attractive to ladies, man. It's attractive. Because nobody really want to work hard, right? If they had your choice, if I could maintain my lifestyle, I don't want to work hard. Ladies are the same way. They don't want to go get up and have to be in meetings all day and doing on their feet all day and this and that. If they can maintain the same lifestyle, so here come this dude walking by in a nice vanilla suit, and he thinks she just oh my goodness. And I mean, yeah, he's newly divorced, and he bring in about $700,000 a year. She like, damn, and he's saying, hey, look, I need you to attend this meeting with me down in Vegas. We got a meeting down in Vegas. I'm gonna need you to go. I need you to go.
Oh yeah, house husband has the house. He'll take care of everything. Yeah, I'm going
to
that meeting.
Man, got to carry. Look, I gotta go to New York. I gotta go to Vegas. I got a meeting. And you getting on the plane. With this in shape. Because I already said, though, most of those guys stay in condition because all the bouncing around they got to do.
Yeah.
This dude in good condition. He gets talking all that fly stuff. Cedric at home with the kids. You know what I mean?
Would it be different? Because I think why that would happen is because guys still pull women. No matter if the woman is the provider or not, she can still get pulled. You know, she
Definitely.
still is attracted to men or whatever you're attracted to. You're still gonna
Right.
get pulled. So
Oh,
like,
yeah.
so no matter what, if you're dominant in your current relationship, but you can get pulled by someone, that means you could very well just fall into being submissive under someone else. So
That would be the ideal man.
yeah.
And I mean, yeah, you can, man. The love so you can work with each other and not be competitive with one another. Vicky said that comes back to respect or tolerated thing. The love say then both of y'all need a wife. Oh damn. And Irv say, when I say what can he offer her, Irv say protect her. Xavier said that high earning man will take Hoochie Shonda on a business trio while his housewife is home with the kids. You're right. That man will take Hoochie Shonda because Hoochie Shonda ain't gonna ask no questions. She gonna lick and everything else she need to do.
But will he leave the housewife for Shonda?
Never.
But the wife would leave the house husband for Rick.
Oh yeah. Well, no question. No question. Because Rick's showing her something that the house husband can't possibly show. He don't measure up.
Yeah.
You know, now he not really in good condition because he's just going to his job every day, punching the clock. He's eating a lot of fast food. You know, his belly's gotten pretty big. You know, he goes to sleep early. He snores a lot. You know, he don't look as good walking around the home no more in his boxes. Everything's just out of whack.
So are we saying, let's say a man is the corporate in shape provider, and let's say his wife is the at home, kind of losing shape a bit, support, he isn't going out looking for a better housewife. He's not going out looking for someone that can do and take care of his kids better than his current wife. No, it's not happening.
No.
Now you got the flip side. If you have a woman that is the provider, the corporate, the in fit, in shape, and her husband is at home, kind of out of shape, taking care of the kids, that support, she is looking for someone that can do what she's currently doing better so that she can be the housewife.
First of all, neither is looking, but you're right with Rick. I mean, and he's not looking for love. He's just looking to be, I mean, just be all, just after the meeting, we come to the hotel. What's better than get a little whoop to whoop, And he could care less about Hoochie Shonda.
You're right.
He could care less about Hoochie Shonda.
Right.
Now, Miss Lady, she's not looking, but because Craig is at home and he's not the Craig he used to be, but he goes to work, but he don't have the ambition she have. He don't have the money she have. He don't have the drive she has. It's unattractive to her now. And then you got Dwayne come along. He's in good condition. He's doing great things. He's looking to do more. He's talking all of that. We need to do this, and I'm gonna do that, and I'm starting this, and I just put 2 strip mall. All that is sexy. And she's sitting across on the plane. She's having some wine. He having some wine. They just having casual conversation, and that's a gleam in her eye. But she
Right.
can't do what that guy does because her emotions are coming to play with this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, she tried to do her thing, and then eventually Cedric will see because now every time she come home, she's not even she stand up late every night until Cedric goes to sleep at 9:30, 10 o'clock. And she waits, so she don't have to engage with him.
So, so it sounds like it's only gonna work if it's a perfect flip, and that sounds almost impossible. It would have to be a perfect flip. She has to be less emotional. He has to be more emotional. She has to, do this. He has to do that. Like it sounds like in order for that to work, I mean, but that sounds like a fairy tale.
Man, it is it is complicated. People don't want to admit it, but it is complicated. It's doable. You know what I'm saying? It's very doable, but it's complicated. You know, where because you can have a large earning guy who gets a mid to low level earning lady, and she can be doing all of these great things for him, and then he will eventually start looking at her like, damn, all you do is shop, you always home, what the hell are you doing? And he will get frustrated with that. He'll feel like, I got a freaking kid, I'm just taking care, you don't do nothing. So now she's getting disrespected because he's saying, get your ass up and do something. So now, because she knows other high earning guys in that circle now, eventually somebody else will that gives her a bit more respect will start in on her.
Right.
And she will be willing to trade teams. Just because he does well as well and he treats me better. So even that dynamic, don't last a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because anybody who feel like that, like I said, one or two things is gonna happen. When he gets that type of lady, he's gonna really start disrespecting her, talking crazy to her. You wouldn't, he may even try to put her out a couple times, just teach her a lesson, and that's just gonna push her into somebody else. And then he may keep her for a while, and then he'll get her out, man. So again, like I said, we've compared a high earning guy, a lower level lady that will work to some capacity for some time. We've agreed if you got two high earning people, they're gonna bump heads like rams. If you got a high earning lady and a lower earning guy, she's gonna not make him feel like a man. She eventually gonna start treating him like a boy. So I go back to saying, like I was saying, I think the more successful ones are the ones who both are one is working as a teacher, the other one is working at the post office. Together, there might be they right around 110 a year, 115, 120 if both been on their jobs for a while. That will that has the best chance of working.
Interesting. Interesting.
There are a lot of men who leave their wives for the secretary. I think that's only in movies. I really think that's only. I know it's happened. I don't think that happened as much as it happened.
Yeah, because would you Would you say that most people marry to be with the person that treats them that they feel treats them the best?
I think most I think most men marry because they don't want to lose the lady they with. Because eventually a lady will let them know, hey, we've been together this amount of time. We need to get married. And they feel like they about to lose her. So they go ahead and propose.
Well, they're about to lose a woman that treats them well, right?
Yeah. I mean, they love the lady. They just love her without being married.
Yeah.
If a
So
man
so
can,
so I'm kind of saying, like, would you think that then a man gets married because it gets married for the reason, like, okay, I feel like she treats me the best.
she treats me the best, and if I don't do this, I'm going to lose her.
Okay, okay. And then what about a woman? Do you think a woman marries for the same reason, like he treats me the best?
I think a woman marries for the show.
Mm,
A woman marries because her buddies are married. A woman marries because her sisters are married. A woman married because that's the dream, is to be married.
mm,
Yeah.
mm.
I mean, he's a good dude. He got a job. He treat me good. We need to get married.
Yeah, without much thought else to it.
Mm-mm.
Just what
No.
are we if we're not married? Yeah.
What are we if we not married? I can't be up in here with you
Uh-huh.
and my last name ain't your last name. Who you think
Uh-huh.
I am?
Right. Right.
They mamas done told them, they aunties done told them, girl, when that boy gonna marry you? What you doing?
They would you say they see that as like a form of protection, a form of security? Oh, I have
I
you.
think they used to. I don't know about now because you got so many ladies with the whole I can do my own thing.
Right.
I think now they just don't wanna be probed and pulled and screwed on and not be somebody's wife. You don't get to do all this to me and we ain't married or we ain't never getting married.
Well, I would consider that security.
Okay. Okay.
Not in the sense of, protecting you from outside factors, but like, you know, security is in, like, I know that I'm not, like you said, I'm not being abused, and then he's gonna just leave. Like, at least if we're married, I can stop thinking that he'll leave and be secure that, the person
But
that's,
that's not the right way because you can still be married and leave
yeah, yeah. And it happens all the time.
all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you just gotta get, go through more paperwork. But
Hmm.
yeah. KB said, so do women always have to succumb and or baby a man's ego? Regardless, if I make more money in the relationship, why can we both be adults about it? Not every woman wants to demean or gloat over their man.
Hmm.
Succumb or baby a man's ego.
I don't feel like that's something that's typical. If you are a okay, tell me if you think this, Vince, because this is what I think. I think if you make more than your man, if you make a lot more than your man, not just a little bit, like you are the provider, really. I
Mhm.
mean, even if he's providing, you do have to succumb to and baby, but like you have to be submissive to him. You can't dominate him. So yeah, I would say whatever ego he has, you have to let him be that, in the house. So I would
Exactly,
I would
LeBron.
agree in that sense, but
Exactly.
not just in every relationship. No, I mean, I just feel like in general as a woman, I feel like I just don't feel like you should dominate your man unless that's your relationship. If that works perfectly fine, but I don't think that's. I feel like that's a small percentage.
Let me
Most
let me
men.
say this, man. And ladies, I want you to hear me and hear me good. Okay. Men want to be treated like men. They don't give a damn how much money you make. They could care less. If you make $1 million a year, you ain't gonna come in here and treat me like no chump. So
Right.
succumb to his ego or baby and all that crap. It's not about that. If you got a man, you should want to treat your man like a man. You should want to treat your man like a man. It's a difference between a man and a woman. It just is, man. It just is. And I ain't, because if you can't come in here and demean or like you say, or say fly stuff to wound his ego, because eventually, regardless of how much money you make more than him, he's gonna find somebody somewhere that's gonna treat him like a man. Because at the end of the day, that is the most important thing to him, is to be treated like a man.
Yeah. And what is being treated like a man other than letting him be dominant?
Yeah, I mean, it ain't got nothing to do with domination. You just can't come in here and be trying to make decisions and do things without telling him, do things without consulting with him.
Well, that's what I mean by dominant. Like, he's the primary. He's the
right.
he's the lead.
Right.
Not in the sense that, because there are plenty of women that can make better decisions than their husbands, but I mean in the sense of like he's still the lead. Like, if he's the man, he's the godfather. I mean, if you call that succumbing to ego, I don't know. I guess that's just the wrong perspective.
If a man is in the street and he gets into it with another man, and they get into it and they get in each other's face, and this one guy is calling him all kinds of things, demeaning him, calling him you this and you that, and you da 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 da, it's gonna be a confrontation. It's gonna be a confrontation. Now it's a different scenario, a different situation when he's doing this with his lady, because he can't do this. He can't do that. So most of the things that his lady says to him, he has to take it, or he should take it. And when you get in a position as a lady and you are you don't have a filter and you saying some of these things, cutting this dude down, in that position, he don't feel like a man, because he's harmless, he's powerless, he can't do nothing about it.
Right.
He can't do anything about it, and that's taking the money completely out of it. You know what I'm saying? And once you start making him feel that way, because a lot of times when a lady does that and get away with it, that won't be the first argument. She may go back and apologize. I'm sorry I said all that, man. I didn't mean all that.
Right.
And the next year, y'all get into another confrontation. You hit him again with these same, you this, you that. I mean, it's just so much, man. That's not making him feel like a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm just, I know everything is our own opinion or whatever, man, but I'm telling you, from a guy's perspective, you can have the best dude, especially once he get all that bull crap out of his life and all the things that men do, and the cheating and all that, and because eventually everybody grows out of that. And if you hadn't demeaned him enough or rocked his boat enough, or because you make a little bit more bread or cut him down enough, I mean, it could go to the end of time. But once he's been scarred so much and demeaned so much, and you're gonna be like, man, Hood Shonda down the street treat me like a dude, treat me like I'm gonna go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
You don't want that. The lovers say it happens in corporate America quite often. I can say I have seen it several times. Most of them tired of their wives and want younger women, and they start over with children. I ain't never seen a black guy do that. I've seen a couple white fellas do that, but I ain't never seen black guys do that. I'm not saying they don't, but I. So then what happens when the woman feels the same way? why get married? I agree, man. You just have long-term partnership at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One last thing I wanted to say was um the thing with women and men that we're kind of talking about at length here. If a woman wanted to let's say a woman wanted to be treated dominant. Does that sound odd?
Sounds odd.
That sounds odd, right?
Yeah.
The woman wanting the man to be submissive to her.
Yeah.
Let's throw a percentage on how many women in this world want the man to be submissive to her. Like
0%. No women won't. No women want Pop-Tarts, man. They want men.
but then this topic of why be submissive to a man? Okay, what percentage? Like, let's throw a percentage on that of all the women that kind of question being submissive to the man.
And y'all people use that word. I don't like it. I just say play your role.
Okay.
But I see what you're saying. But I just say everybody play their own position.
I'm
Man.
saying it like this: like, a woman may want to be treated as equal, and some women want to be treated a little less than equal.
Mm-hmm.
They want the man to be a little higher.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the same for men. We want to be treated a little higher, or mostly just a little higher. I mean,
most men want to be treated a little higher.
Yeah.
And I don't care if they make 20,000 a year, 40, 60, 300 million. They want to be treated higher.
Yeah.
That's just the testosterone that flow through men, man.
It's testosterone, estrogen, like it's their hormones.
That's it.
It's biology.
That's just it, man. That's just it. I mean,
it.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah,
I don't see anything wrong with it. And if you a person that sees something wrong with it, then good luck to you on finding you somebody.
Yeah.
Finding you somebody that you actually like. Because you can find plenty people, plenty guys, you don't care for them. Because you're gonna feel like you carrying them.
And that's where I was saying on one of these recent shows, I think we're just getting a little too smart, a little too conscious for our own good, where we're going to we've already done it, but we're going to continue testing our nature. We're just going to continue testing it and modifying it, and we want to change everything, right? It's the whole thing of where scientists say, scientists that believe in God, scientists say, like, hey, like, at what point are we trying to be God? At what point are we trying to change and create humanity ourselves, or modify humanity, right? It's like, I mean, animals work so well because they don't have a brain to say, you know what, I don't want to bark anymore, I want to chirp. Like they have no complications, but humans, of course, we're just very smart.
In the Lion Pride, the ladies take care of the kids. They have the kids. They choose the king. They choose. I mean, he can't come in there and he can't come take the monkey. He can't take it. I mean, he can come. He gonna come and he gonna let them know, yeah, girl, I see you. I see you. You're nice to me. He gotta wait. He just gotta hang around. You can't don't rush me now, big fella. He just gotta hang around till she say, all right, well, let's do it then. I'm ready. And then that's what he does. Then they have the kids. She takes care of the kids. I mean, and then he paroles. He paroles. Hey man, I got y'all. I ain't finna let nothing happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
He may be the only one now. He'll have two cats walking, just strolling through looking for some ladies to rock with.
Mm-hmm.
They come strolling through. He gets down with both of them. Man, I'm about to take both of y'all on for my lady and my kids, man. What's that? Let's get it. And we'll get out to the death for them. You know what I'm saying? he would get out to the depth. Sometimes he might get chased away, but
Yeah.
that's the nature of the beast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that's the way they do it, man. I mean, she knows her role. Look at man, I got my, and then a lot of times that's when that equality come into play. If she see him getting done in, she might stick her nose in there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or she may just go hide in the bushes and cheerlead from the back.
Yeah.
Damn, I hope he win. If not, you know what I'm saying?
Two male lions against each other. I've never seen a video of a female lion getting in the middle of that.
Yeah, man. I've seen two males get in, and you know, because he may have 4 or 5 gals over there, and all the kids belong to him.
Yeah.
And so the 2 males will come through, and all them gals are rally behind him. You know what I'm saying? Because if he lose, then they about to dead his kids. Man, I'm about to kill these dudes.
Yeah,
man.
right.
Yeah, all he got to go. All the boys. He may lead the girls. All these boys got to go. All your kids gonna play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the ladies will rally around him, man, and let's do it. It's 2 of them and it's 6 of us. Yeah, it's just one. We're gonna let you get on and start with these cats.
It's for the kids.
Because we can't win, you know what I'm saying? We ain't physically strong enough. Yeah. But we're gonna super cop up as a unit, all 4 of us, and let's get on.
Yeah, chase them away.
Chase them away, man.
That's a good movie plot, by the way. That's a good movie plot.
I love that, man. I love them lines, man. That line pride, man. They ain't playing no game, bro. And that's the dynamic of it. There's some big lazy son gun, but when it's time to get out, when it's time to protect, they do what they gotta do. And when them ladies go get that buffalo and they ain't got enough weight to get him down, get out the way. Here come that big boy. The level said most women have no problem being submissive as long as they have a man that knows how to lead. Yeah, you're right. A lot of women don't, but those women who are in the same or try to be in the same tax bracket, they don't want to be. That submissive thing don't work for a lot of them, man. They don't. They feel like whatever he can do, I can be right there on his heels. And that's just, I don't understand why you need to feel that way. Why you just can't, whatever you do, you know, it's us. Whatever I do is us. Leave all that competitive crap in the back door, man. You want to be competitive, go play basketball with somebody else other than me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
But, you know, I wish it was more like that because there could be a lot of great power couples. But I think when they get to that level, man, you know, just whatever you do, I can do better.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Gotta put a period on the end of that.
Yeah, we're gonna get up out of here, man. Great show, man. Thank you for everybody for joining us. Y'all have a great weekend. We ain't gonna hold you no longer. Man, I hope this rain stop, man. If it don't, everybody stay dry until then next Monday. We'll holler.
Peace.